Okay, what's going on, guys? I'm going to go with the best meta players for La Roja. There's actually quite a lot of interesting options because not only are you getting the boost of the player, but you're also getting some pretty nice ping, pass, and tiki-taka and the weak foot playstyle. So this is actually making some of these cards very, very viable. Now, I'll go through the best cards to use just for this one and the links. First of all, you get +2 pace, +4 +5 shooting, and it's, to be honest, it's fairly easy to do. Now, of course, what do you need? You need a 78 max 78 rated, pace 84, dribbling 82, and 7 playstyles, and of course, La Roja, Spanish as well. Now, for the red, let's have a look. Let's bring this over now to foot.gg because I believe this year they have the best. If you're asking me, foot.gg have the best system now for evolutions, but I would use both. So La Roja, let's have a look at some of these players. So you can see here, we're going to go to evolved players. And what we're going to do is we're going to use, we're just going to do La Roja, and we're just going to do exclude unselected evolutions. That way we can just see from the La Roja who can we upgrade. One card is Carlos Soler, actually a very decent upgraded centre mid. As a Premier League, you know, with a 5-star weak foot, that's what you're bringing is 5-star weak foot. Very good passing. Defense awareness is where he gets let down. If his defense awareness was much better, I'd probably say this is probably like Tonali level. But very, very good passing. The tiki-taka and the ping plays are now with the box to box, which I'll come over to in a second. He does get that bit better upgrade. You know what? That's actually not a bad card. But he should have. Okay, no, never mind. I was thinking maybe they combine it together, but he does lose a playstyle, so maybe not what I was thinking. Some of these few other cards we're going to look at. I'm just going to focus really on the meta cards here. Raquelme, Eric Garcia is probably a bit too slow. Laia and Alexandria, I think that's how you say her name. She's actually looks very, very good as well. Raquelme looks very, very decent. Not, I wouldn't say a meta card. He's probably a bit too slow. Can't really play. You know what? You're going to be looking at center mids here. But she actually has got a decent card. The only downside is she's 5'7". I was hoping she could play CDM, but she can't. But she would have been a good card. What we're going to do is, so a lot of these cards here, by itself, you got Saul, old school Saul, and the Herrera, but he's slow. Bartra, actually, for a centre back, it's not too bad. We got another centre back here, Mosquera. To be fair, oh, Regulon might be an interesting one. I was having a quick look. Paula Hernandez, she's actually very, very good. I use on my other account. Seeing as anyone else, we'll have a look at Futbin special cards as well. Furman. I wonder, is that card that I use a lot? Will she be here as well? I'm presuming Morales would be here. Morales not as good card as he used to be. Leira Banos, I hope she's definitely made it in, but let's just double check because I actually really like using her. Before we look at the combination ones, let's have a quick look at Leira Banos. Leira Banos? How do you? Well, I call it Leira Banos. Let's see. Is she in La Roja? She doesn't get in. I'm not too sure why actually. Why did she not get in? Max 78 rated. That's a bit unfortunate. But anyway, we'll come back to these ones. So Saul, excuse me, not too bad, actually. I'm looking at his stats now. Not too bad at all, to be honest. I don't think he's a god tier card, but I think as a center mid, I mean, if I'm looking at this as like if you're like if you like La Liga and you like Sevilla, I think it's actually a pretty decent card. Definitely go with a hunter, or maybe even a shadow on him. He's actually not a bad card. You know, the problem is in La Liga, it lacks, you know, that you have the Valverdes, the Bellinghams, but they're very pricey. To find the middle part, it's quite hard. You got the Lorentes, and that's pretty much it in the Camavinga, so you could be an option. Mark Bartra, too slow, never mind. He's actually got, interesting, 78 sprint speed, 84 defensive awareness. Interesting. I'm not too sure about this. He's a good card. If you could play Messi, it would have been god tier. I think he's actually a good centre back. You know, is Vivian better? Is Alaba just? Is it worth just getting Alaba and just forgetting about this card? Is it worth just getting Alaba and just forgetting about that card? Because he hasn't really got the. That's the thing, is he hasn't really got the play styles. You know, I think the problem is with some of these cards. You know, if you're going to go for the full package for a centre back, you need to get the play styles. To be honest, yeah, he's okay. Probably not worth it. Kadioglu, anything like that is better. Paula Hernandez, she's pretty decent. Maybe she's not as good as I thought she was. I've used her before though. Good passing. Lacks a defensive awareness. Pretty much a shame. And then Morales is probably a bit too slow. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go back into the. Let's have a look at some of the stacked ones now. Actually, just middle of eating my dinner while I was looking at these. So, is anything worth mentioning here? Anita Marco. So she's got a 5-star weak foot. 80. So she lacks the sprint speed, but you can put a hunter on her, and she's actually pretty decent because she got finesse shot pinged, press proven. She play left wing. So with a hunter, actually, if you can get on full chemistry, she's actually not a bad card. I mean, considering this is a free evolution at the end of the day, right? There's no actual price it is, so it's actually not a bad one. I mean, this is actually a pretty decent card. You know, if she had the the cam ability, it would have been a different card, but she doesn't. I think she's still a good card. One of the better options, I would say. Um, Noria, I think she's okay. Now she lacks the sprint speed. We're going to do a quick filter in a second. See, a lot of these players, it is like she's okay actually. To be fair, I know there's a lacking in La Liga of left backs. Navarro can fit in there. You see, the problem is you only have Espinoza. If I go here, hang on, let's have a quick. It's actually the problem. With left backs, EA Sports. Okay, you got Majika, Espino, and Balde. Balde is normally the person I'd recommend. Of course, you got the money. I mean, she's a bit more of a defense. She's 5'3". That's probably the only thing with her. She's probably a bit too short. Is there anyone here that's really notable here? Navarro? Now, this might be interesting. 5'3", 88 finishing. This is actually very interesting. Excuse me, I was having my dinner, so I'm just having a quick check here. 88 finishing, 90 sprint speed, 88 agility, 91 balance. I think if you're asking me to be completely candid here, she's actually a very good card. I think if she could play as a striker, even better. But you know what? Left wing, right wing, she might be pretty decent. 90 sprint speed. Look, I think she lacks a shot power. You need to get that shot power up. Maybe as a winger that's not going to shoot, it might occasionally shoot inside the box. For long shots, actually, she's pretty decent. You know what? I'd probably say that is probably the better one. And of course, you got the 5-star weak foot. I mean, I'm really just looking for anyone. You know, we've gone with Leia already. She's probably a bit too short. I'm not seeing there's any gems. You know, the key thing is we're looking at the 5-star weak foot. So what you could do is let's have a look over here. Let's say weak foot, we choose 5-star. And you know what? To save us some time, we're going to go sprint speed. Minimum sprint speed of 80 is what we're going to put this down to. And then we're going to put the finishing to 80 as well. That way, we've got some of the best cars that we can get. So this, in theory, should be some of the best. Let's put the finishing to 80, 82. And we're just going to put the sprint speed because I care about that more than acceleration. Maybe you can argue acceleration is a bit better this year. Okay, so now we have some good options. She looks good now. Rosa Marquez. Actually, she looks very good indeed. She can play left mid and right mid. Betis. You know what, chat? That is actually probably one of the better cards. If not one of the best cards I've seen so far. 77 defense awareness, 88 sprint speed. Can I do her? Done intro into stats already. See, this is why you can't be conned with this intro into stats. You know, I have different accounts, so it's not too bad, right? But you can see intro into stats is gone. See, this is why you should wait, chat. You know, that intro stats had this is actually looking like one of the better cards. It's actually really, really good. It's a box to box. You can even put on a hunter as well. You know what? I'm actually going to do her on one of my other accounts. She's that good. I'm actually going to do them on other accounts. Is there anyone else really here? Nacho Mendez. So now we're seeing some of the real nice cards now. Paulinho. A bit too slow. Sandro, 90 shooting. Morales can have stacked up. Okay, interesting. See, now this is where things get a bit interesting. There's actually quite a lot of cards here. I'll take it back. Maybe Secret Evolution. So you gotta find these gems. So Nacho Mendez. Okay, you have to from box to box. Intro to stat. Power Surgeon La Roja. He's actually a very very good card here. Drinking some. If you know about Canada Dry. If you're asking why am I drinking from a straw, because of my teeth. But it's actually a very very good card here. Look at it now, 83 sprint speed, 99 agility and balance. Very good finishing. Look, if his defense awareness was even better, that would actually be a very good card. You know what? A lot of these evolutions, I'll suggest maybe saving it because you know there's so many stacks that EA could release that we just don't know about. 88 short pass, 86 long pass. He might be one again one of the better ones as well. We're gonna look at Futbin actually, because hopefully by the time now, it's been some time. Go to Evos, and we can look at the hottest picks or the most popular ones. Calme, Soler, so you can see everyone's missed it. Look, everyone's looking at Navarro. Eric Cabello, we'll have a look at him as well. He's actually historically one of my favorite cards. This is my dinner: chocolate and Yakult. Stomach problems. Don't know. Ander Herrera, probably a bit too slow. Actually, a lot of people are missing. Trying to say a lot of people are missing the real meta cards here. Okay, interesting. But no one's in him. He also looks very good, to be fair. Centre mid. That's actually a very good centre mid card as well. Look at the playstyles. Incisive, pinged, long ball, and of course gets a tiki-taka in the paint. Flare, relentless, and aerial. Might be one of the best centre mids in the game. Don't forget he's 6'2". You know what? Fair play, EA. That's a nice one as well. There's actually quite a lot of evolutions here. Sandro. It's the power shot we did the Ultimate Team Evo. He's extinct. Look at those stats though. 86, 99 shot power, 92 long shots. Look at that short passing. Do you know what I'm thinking? Chuck him in striker. You know what, chat? I'll be very careful about what evolution you do because there can actually be a lot of very nice stacks that we never thought about. You know, this stack, would I've ever thought this card would have probably come about? Probably not. So what I'm trying to say is, look, I'd probably wait for the latest date to do these Evos. There's going to be more of these OP cards, right? So you see Glow Up. I have to unlock it within 14 days and then complete it within 21 days. And you see, I could stack La Roja with Sprint Supreme or Box to Bot, which is going to expire in a few days, which I would otherwise couldn't do. So you know what? Like, this is actually some insane card. You post this on Twitter. Actually, put. That is actually that. Thank God, there are multiple accounts. So Morales goes to what? Ultimate Team Evo. He goes to 92. Okay, so he actually becomes a very good card then. 5-star weak foot. You know what? I might actually do this card while I'm eating a chocolate. I'm just thinking about this because I'm thinking about this because there's no guy dinner reviews, by the way, because it's 6 o'clock now. I got to do some foot champions, do some editing, and we'll be going to bed till like 4 or 5 o'clock. But if I've had him in striker, Levante, right? I think if I had him with a hunter, a Lorente, and one more Spanish player, I can get the links here. The thing with this one is you got to be careful because this Ultimate Team Evo, I deliberately waited. There's no expiry date as well. So this could really upgrade someone a lot. So that's why I'm saving it. That's exactly why I'm saving it. Because there's someone 82 rated that can get combined very, very easily. And I think that's the key with these Evos. She looks very good. Nacho Mendes looks very good. He looks good as well. This guy looks insane. I'm looking at that short passing really. He's okay. I think there's better options. Nice agility there. 5-star weak foot. Yes, the reactions are bad, but you see now this is what's interesting. Like, you know, will she eventually get a shot power boost in another Evo? See, that's what you got to think about as well. Will she get a shot power boost as well? And some of these guys are not even appearing, guys and girls not even appearing. Why isn't Ranieri there for La Roja? I swear you can't do. I swear you can't. I swear it has to be a Spanish player only. In La Roja. Yeah, country Spain, so it's just not working. On a that is actually very interesting. Not this one, but I'm just saying what's available. Catola. There should be one where they bring up the pace by 30, for example. You know what? There's actually there's actually a lot of these cards that are actually viable. There's so many of these cards. Let's have a quick look now at just the real meta cards, right? Now, what I would want is I'd want finishing to be 85. I'd want sprint speed to be 85. Then what I'd want is I'd want the composure to be at least 80. It's not even getting added. Great. Sprint speed 85. Take that filter. Composure, I want that to be about 80. Ideally higher, but let's just set minimums here. Should just be realistic. Shot power go 80. How many cards that put us as? So, have we seen her? Wow. 81 physical. Okay, she actually got very good stats here. I thought she could only play that strike position. I'm looking for that poacher. Maria, what about her? Can she play that role? Decent stats. I think it's a good stat. I don't think it's worth going for all the way. Anyone with 5-star? So Morales is probably one of the better ones here. Porto looks like an option. Cristo Gonzalez. I'll look at some of these cards. So Morales we know about. Porto looks very good as well, to be honest. Tiki taka. Right mid, and left wing. If they had natural pace, that's what I'm talking about here. He looks very good. Why does Sandro not make it in? Because his composure. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to drop the composure, actually. Let's drop the composure. Let's just see, because there might be some more cards that we're just not thinking about. Maria we looked at. We've not looked at. Prada we looked at. Abdul we're going to look at it. Sandro we looked at. Morales, yes. Irina we've not. Okay, so these players, I feel they don't have the pace. Edu Garcia. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to do another filter here. I said Edu Gasper for a second. Campos looks good. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to do another filter here, because what I want to do is I want to get some of these real key players here. So if I go to defensive awareness and I bring this to 70, probably no one exists. Okay, so these are the two complete players. So this one you got to do Sprint Supreme from box to box, Power Surge, Intro into Stats, and then La Roja. But oh my god, so you can play centre back, CDM, and centre mid. Now, as a centre mid and a CDM, he's actually very good because he can do everything. If he had better play styles, would be better. Defense awareness for a centre back is going to be slow. You know what? Maybe as a box to box, he's a very good player. What about Clara? Okay, so we found those beasts. Let's get rid of 8. Let's get rid of this, and let's get rid of this, and let's see who we have now, because let's give it 80 defense awareness. Defense awareness is important for the speed of run jockey. Okay, now this is what's very interesting. So I'm really looking at these cards. I can play both of these roles here. She can play CDM and centre back. She can play CDM. She can play centre back. You can play CDM centre mid. You can play centre back. You can play centre back CDM. There's actually quite a lot of cards. Like, I wonder if Twitter is actually talking about this, because there's actually a lot of cards in regards to this. Like, I'm actually gobsmacked the amount of cards that's available. So Mujade, then that's how you say his name. 91 sprint speed. That's actually not a bad stats for centre back. It's actually pretty decent. The defense awareness lets him down. Oh, holding plus plus. Oh my god, now this might be actually a viable option here. She's 5'7", so I'm not looking at her as a centre back, but she can play CDM holding plus, which is rare to find a CDM holding plus plus. There's not that many cards that have this. Just to give you a bit of an example, go to players, and I go here to holding plus plus. There's not that many cards that can play it. Does the Evo give her a holding plus plus? Let me double check something. Okay, the octopus gives her. Okay. The octopus. Okay, let's go a bit more extreme. Let's go 85 defense awareness. We've got one page. Let's have a look at some of these players. So yeah, we looked at her. She's actually very, very decent. 5'7". Sonia Majoran, 5'7". 92 short pass, by the way. Quite a bit too small for centre back. We could probably filter by the height, but look at this one. As a CDM, 90 sprint speed, 91 defense awareness. Now that is interesting. Very, very interesting. So 91 defense and 90 sprint speed. Even if I can't get her on chem, she'll be formidable. 91 short passing. I mean, come back to that one. Bertha, she's got a good. Ooh, she's good as well. She's 5'8", slightly taller here. We don't get the holding plus plus, but we do get someone 96 short passing. Jesus Christ! See, this is what I'm trying to say. These are the ones that I never really thought about. You know, can't play centre mid, but for a centre back, she was taller. If only she could play centre mid, that would have been different. 5'9", very good passing. He's actually a good option. Maybe the shadow, but you know, you could argue is Valverde going to be better? I know Valverde is going to be expensive, but another good option. You can play centre back, CDM. Okay, lacks defensive awareness. What? He's actually decent. Good winger. I mean, he's decent. I wouldn't really waste it on him. Abdul Ruiz. That's if we do it. Irina. Wow, Irina has some good stats here. Very good stats. Lacks the pace, but with a hunter, I can't see it being that much of an issue, to be honest. 5-star weak foot is what primarily changed this card up. You know what? It's one of the better cards. Because she has power shots. Well, I wonder if you can play some of these cards in centre mid. We looked at this one. This is the one we looked at. Alex Decker. Here's the other one that we looked at, I think. I barely saw before. Edu Garcia. See, if he had better defensive stats, it would be a complete different card. No, if that card had good defensive stats, unbelievable that card would be. It's still a very good card, but I'm just thinking about how unbelievable that card could have been. Imagine if that defensive stats like all 80s. That's like one of the best centre mids in the game worthy cards. Gaspar Campos. He's a nice one. I like him. Casas is actually not too bad either. No 5-star weak foot. Okay, let's have a look now. So this is all the options we have of defense awareness being 80. So we looked at her. We not looked at this guy. Calera we're not looked at. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to change this up. We're going to put finishing to 80. And what we're going to do is, well, she can basically do everything. But she's 5'8". So she's one of the better cards. If this had to be any other game, 96 sprint speed, it would have been a complete different thing. We're going to drop the defense awareness to 83. We're going to drop the sprint speed to 82. Who are we looking at here? Martha. 5'7". So Mario Gaspar is probably the closest player we're going to get to being that complete box to box. That can do everything. Let's say we took the finisher down to 78. We took the sprint speed down to 80. We took the defense awareness to 78. Is there anyone here that really stands out as being that box to box card? It's only her, really. Okay, I was hoping that maybe there'll be like some hidden cheap magician, you know what I mean? But it appears that it's not there. This guy's a right back. Wow, there's that. How long is this video? 32 minutes. Yeah, I never expected to be this many cards. Okay, we're gonna just get rid of finishing. Let's bring the defense awareness back up to 80. What we're gonna do, we're gonna add a filter for long shots. For Lozano. Decent. There isn't that pure. Isn't that pure card that I'm looking for? I'm really looking for a gem here. 8-2. Okay, let's say we got rid of, made that equal to 80. We get rid of long shots. We're going to put sprint speed to 85. Let's see. 85, 85. Who's 85, 85? So Cesar is actually 6'4". He's a monster. If only he could play CDM. This might be one of the better ones, you know, for CDMs. Stamina sucks though. Look at that. He's got the holding plus plus again. I'm just trying to see, is there like a Heitor Rubal? Again. Rosa Marquez. She might be one of the better ones. I mean, to be honest, this is looking like the best one. Finesse, pinged, tiki taka, press, prove, anticipate. It's just so short, but look at this card. That is actually very interesting. I haven't got intro into stats though. Well, guys, look, Now you know there's actually so many different options. Everything here is viable. This might be the best evolution they've released to date. This could be the one that I could do. How much is he going for? Extinct. Stamina sucks. The only downside. If he could play left back, I could put Lorente at right back. There's actually so many different options. So I can't even suggest like one because there's actually so many different use cases. I'm just going through it so you guys can have a look at just if you see someone that you like that fits. This is actually a very good card as well. There's someone that fits into your team. If this guy could play centre mid, I would have very much gone for it. He's looking at one of the better ones to be honest. Centre back and CDM. Short passing 91. I might do one more filter actually. I'm gonna do one more filter. Let's see, has Futbin found anyone? That's really La Roja. Has Twitter found anyone? $540k for that. So you can see, look, Futbin has not even found some of these cards. They have found this Morales. Now he's gonna go up. Yep. Could possibly be extinct if you're asking me. With those stats, I'm not gonna waste it now. The only reason why is because there could be something better that comes out. And this expires in 50 weeks. So there could be another card that comes out that I'm just going to wait. Have I identified Morello's good shout. I should have invested in this. We're going to do one more. We're going to do short passing. We're going to do 80. I'm going to do the stats that we care about, right? Long passing. We've got 80. Let's reduce the sprint speed and the defensive awareness to 80. And we'll bring the sprint speed to 80 just to give us some more. Just see if there's anyone else that we missed. I'm pretty sure there's going to be one Jeb that we missed. Who's this person actually? He's okay. Nothing crazy here. Then let's put long passing on 80 as well. There's not that many cards here, to be honest. That's the perfect combinations, but there's actually so many different cards. Well, chat, I'll leave it here for you to decide. Hope you enjoyed the video. A bit of a long one. There is so many cards. I'll have to have a look at this and decide really who I want to do. But GG's here on creating this. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Catch you next time. Peace.